So once you've got a task defined, a vision, a mission, something you want to go and do, then you need to actually plan the steps. Now, planning is the next step on our diamond's little trajectory. Uh, the problem with life is a lot of us, and I believe this solidly, I did it myself, it's my flaw, is we plan our holidays better than we plan our lives. In 1999, I met a guy, his name eludes me now. Actually not. But he actually sat me down and I was young and I don't know, bold and a little bit arrogant, I suppose. And he said, "What's the plan?" I said to him, "What do you mean?" He says, "Have you written yourself a business plan?" I said, "A business plan for what?" He says, "For your life." I said, "How do you do that?" And now this is way before major internet. So he said, you go to business partners and you ask them for a template. And then you go home and you figure out how to write a business plan for your life. And I actually listened to the guy and I actually went and did it. And this business plan, I actually stuck to it for about 15 years until the next phase of my life where I sat down and I wrote the new one. And every couple of years, you actually got to go back and revise your goals and your dreams and your vision and your life and build the plan on how you're going to reach it. Planning is in lessons, is in education, they should teach us how to plan. But I'm of the belief that curriculum is set up and syllabus is set up and lesson plans are set up. And unfortunately, because a lot of us don't look at planning and don't focus on planning, we actually skip it and then we improvise. Now, I've played music for a long time and I've listened to a lot of great jazz improvisation. But when you actually go and you sit down with a guy, he's got serious background knowledge of technique and strategy and skill to actually back up a 1 hour jazz improvisation session. And yeah, maybe this is my reprimand to myself more than to anybody else, is that we are not planning. We're not thinking ahead. We're not seeing how things are going to be, how systems and processes are affecting other systems and processes. We're maybe a little bit self-centered. And I say it straight, I think it comes from out of the education system, because a lot of teachers, after 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 years of experience, they don't think they have to plan. But every lesson has to be planned, and you have to go through what resources you need to put a decent lesson on the table. What exercises, what are the catches in the exercises? I had a maths teacher, she had more planning than anything, and this was just for basic grade 9 maths. I couldn't understand. She says, "Krista, if there's one question here, I've got to know the answer. So I've got to anticipate what's going to happen." Now, the beauty in education is that it is the learner's responsibility to learn. So we can pass a lot of it's not our responsibility to teach, but it's our responsibility to guide learning. And a plan, a roadmap, takes us there faster. Accidental happens as well, but if we know these are the steps of where we want to reach, you'll get there faster. Going from A to B, the fastest way from those 2 points is a straight line, if that line has been planned. Stuff's going to happen along the way. You're going to have to adapt. You're going to have to change. But with a good plan, you can get there faster. So, planning is the initiation of anticipation of how to reach the point of task completion. When they build houses, we put down a blueprint as planning. From there, you can figure out what you're going to need with regard to bricks, cement, quantities of Tylon, tiles, what else is in the house? Roof trusses, roofing. With regard to landscaping, we can figure out what fertilizer we're going to use, how much humus we got to work into the soil. Humus is the food. But the thing is, we plan to fail because we plan our holidays better than we plan our lives. And it's actually all comes back to education, where we teach our kids to plan. love this. Why? Because it isn't sweat, it's just time that's being invested to make sure that the sweat is less.